These are really good. Anyway, hi, welcome to another episode of Bushcraft and Camping Adventures. These are really good. Almond chips, super low carb, really good for keto diet. But more importantly, damn, they taste awesome. This is not sponsored. This is just me stuffing my face. Anyway, we're out here at base camp, no name. And we are hanging out. It's still wet. It's still muddy. It's still cold. But it's still awesome. These chips are amazing. We're getting ready to go into the fun part of the night. To the fun part of the trip. I finished the foundation for my shelter. I'll be sleeping at the front of it, putting all my gear at the back of it. Should be really good. It's looking really good. There's a nice groove where I can put my sleeping mat in and everything. It's very good. I just forgot I was on camera, honestly. Seriously. That was all a blur. Seriously, man, is that not the greatest sponsorship you've ever seen? I should do sponsorship, man. Seriously, these things deserve it. Wherever you are, get them. So good. Leeches everywhere, man. Gotta hang up the light. This is gonna be hard. Ugh. Tastes like doit. Well, the light's up. Whoa, you're right there. Mosquito. Oh, see if we'll walk in front of the camera. The light's up. So now we can light it up. Anyway, the light's up. everything's super wet, so I'll be using this. See what I can do with that. So you'll notice I've got a lot of fire around the edge and in the front. Obviously, it's everything damp. So this is drying out the wood. All this stuff here is going to go on eventually. And all this wood on top needs to dry out as well. Okay, time to put out the tent. The idea of the tarp was to keep the tent dry and up off the ground if it rains. Even if it's dry, the ground is going to eventually soak through the tent, and we don't want that. So I am just going to lay down a basic footprint . Now, given how wet it is, I did bring Magic Tent 3000. I'm really glad I did too. Perfect timing to bring it out. It goes past the footprint, but that's okay. All right, now dig in my feet, prepare myself. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Can you see me? I'm here. It's set up. The fly's not on. 1 second. Hey, I did it. All right, look, I'm moving the tent. I'll come around the front. Tent up. Night fell because there was no time delay. There was just physical, non-physical, temporary, permanent particles that are responsible for the instamatic nature of the Magic Tent 3000. They caused a ripple in the time continuum that allowed time to continue to pass as it normally would for the appropriate amount of time it would have usually taken to put up the tent. Just let that sink in. It's pretty big. All right. Well, I've got mashed potato on. Well, technically I've got cut potatoes in water boiling. So the mashed potato isn't quite there yet. But that's what's happening down there. We haven't had light for a little while now, and it's a very nice night. It looks like the rain's definitely gone away, so that's good. And I'm just holding my appetite now. Looking forward to eating. And it's turned out to be the night I thought it would be, to be honest. Stars are out. No chance of rain for at least a few days now, so we're in the sweet. I could probably take my fly off even, but I'll leave it. So yes, just waiting for the food to cook. Hanging out. It's all good. So what I was just showing you is I've used the old outside in fire tonight. Obviously, the water around the edges is, it's drying up. It's getting all the moisture out of it. So it's just rounded in a circle. And of course, it's making it really hot in there. If I turn the flash off, you'll see that the flames are starting to lick up the back. So this is the perfect fire for a night like this. Everything will get warm, everything will get dry, and it'll just take care of itself. I might not even need to stoke it for a good few hours because there's a lot of wood on there. Potatoes almost ready to go. Alright, potatoes are well cooked. Look at that, beautiful. Okay. The potato is ready, and my gosh, is it good. It's cheesy, like way too much cheese. Here we go. Way too much cheese. Look at that. Alright. Yeah. Maybe needs a bit more salt, but otherwise, the cheesiness in that is so good. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm out. I'm out. Time to eat. Well, I'm back in my tent, and I just realized I never turned the light off outside. So I'm going to have to put my boots back on and go back outside and turn the bloody light off. But nonetheless, it's time to go to bed. So I'm all about to get warm, blow up my bed, get out my sleeping bag, and have a little bye-byes. So it's bye-byes from me, and it's see you in the morning from me. Good night, guys. Well, good morning, everybody. Well, that was certainly a night. I certainly slept, and now I'm certainly awake. A good night's sleep, not a real drama at all. Comfortable, no rain. And now I'm awake to the world, and it's time to get up, I do believe. It's a beautiful morning. Let me flip you around and show you what I'm looking at. See, I told you it was nice. Now, let me tell you the worst part of camping, in my opinion, right now. It's when you just don't want to put all your stinky, heavy, crappy clothes on. You just kind of you just want to put on like a pair of shorts and a shirt and thongs and just chill out. But you got to put your gloves on. You got to put your boots on. You got to put your heavy pants with your belt and your shirt and your this and your that. And it kind of does your head in. I don't want to wear those boots anymore, man. But anyway. So it's the morning time, everybody, and another beautiful sleep. Nothing major happened. Just slept really well. There was one funky sound, as there is every time you sleep out in the bush. Sounded like something rattling and rolling, and I still have no idea what the heck that was. I'm just about to start packing up, so get ready for a high-speed packing up montage, or whatever the heck I call it. Different name every time. I just got to tell you a really funny story. So last night, nature called, and I couldn't ignore the call. I had to take the call. So it was pitch black. Had to walk all the way into the bush and find an appropriate spot. Now, I do have a spot to empty the tank when the time arrives. I've only ever needed to use it once. I couldn't find the spot last night in the dark. So I found an appropriately, horizontal log that I could sit on and to do my business. So I positioned myself and, commenced. Sorry, it's a bit gross, but it's a funny story. As I'm going, I hear a creak and then I hear a crack and then my log starts to fall. Now, I'm heading to the ground at a rate at which I can't really control. I'm, let's just say there's some dirt on the ground that I really don't want to be falling into, and I've got no trees to grab onto for support. So I'm going down at a rate of knots. I don't know where I'm going to fall or what I'm going to fall into, and I'm mad scrambling. Turns out I put my hand, remember this is the middle of the night, I don't want to put my hand down on the ground. I had no gloves on. Yeah, that's dangerous, but I put my hand onto a bit of a log. I'm looking down like I'm acting it out. Put my hand on a log, and that log just hit the ground. Not that log, an actual wooden log. And I was managed to suspend myself with all my glory out for the world and about a millimeter off the dirt, if you get what I'm saying. And I was in a little bit of a pickle because I had absolutely no leverage whatsoever. I was, for a good 5 seconds, I'm just there going, what do I do? I was in such a position where I had no leg strength. I had just no advantage at all. It was all bad. And the only thing I could do was go down and fall in the dirt. But, it was a survival situation at this point in time. And I basically decided one big push, and I got bad knees and my knees were really hurting. So I had very little strength from my entire legs because my knees were just wrecked for whatever reason yesterday. One big push and I managed to get myself up, and I'm telling you guys, I reckon millimeters did I avoid a catastrophe of epic proportions. But I finished and I did what I had to do, and everything's okay now. But wow, what a near catastrophe that was. If only I mean, there would have needed to be a lot of blurring of the picture, but if only I had been, for some stupid reason, filming myself doing that act, because that would have been absolutely hilarious footage. I'm telling you. That close, guys. That close to epic disaster. Maybe not for you, but for me, falling into the dirt, that's not something that I even want to entertain doing. So what a pain that was. But I got it done, and at the end of the day, you know, I was good for it. So there's story time. I emptied the tank before I left. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the 6 gallons of mashed potatoes that I ate for dinner. God damn, it was good. Anyway, all right, it's packing up time. Oh wait, see who picks up this reference. It's packing up time, and you know what that means. And very few people are going to pick that up. Please, if you pick it up, please put it in the comments. But anyway, for us, that means high speed, hyper speed, hyper drive, packing up time. Let's do it. All right, well, that just about does it from me. We are packed up, backpacked up. Time to hit the bricks and go home. It's been an interesting trip. Sheltering under a tarp because I took it down prematurely. And when I say sheltering under a tarp, I mean like just holding it over my head like a blanket. Look, lots of mud, lots of dirt. Everything's going to need a wash when I get home. But the important thing is that we've got the foundation done. Jesus, we've got the foundation done on that thing. So that's super important. Now we can start working on the walls properly. Get more of these. Get more sticks. Just go crazy with the sticks. Now, look, there's an outside chance. I don't mean to get you excited, but those who made it to the end could be a little bit excited. There's an outside chance the next trip could have some special guests on it. We'll wait and see. But if they are, rest assured they're helping me gather sticks. That's for damn sure. But we'll see for the next trip. But for now, I'm Dunsky. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go home and have a shower and just wash everything. Goodbye, mud. Hopefully you've dried up by the next time I've gotten here. And until that very next time, go watch something on my playlist. Go watch the binge playlist for a few days straight. Enjoy yourselves. Bye, everyone. Bye for now. Got to do this thing. Got to do this thing. Got to do this thing. Bye.